Hi, we are going to see the next module in lecture 1 series in unit 1. The topic is heuristic methods of managerial behavior and performance. And this was categorized in three ways: the person, process, and product. So, before getting into these categories, we must know what is this heuristic. So, what is this heuristics meaning is all about? General meaning we can say person solving the problems or issues by discovering himself or identifying some kind of a solution by through his own experience. That is what a heuristic method. So to be frank, to make you to understand more, I would like to say a small story to you all. And there was a small girl playing in the plastic ball, and she was throwing a ball and catching, throwing and catching. This was doing by her. The ball, when throw up, it's coming down. She's becoming very happy, and she was doing continuously. Unfortunately, what happened? This plastic ball went into the small pipe, fell into the small pipe, and she is a small girl. She couldn't take that plastic ball because it was inside the pipe. It went down. So she tried it, but she couldn't take it. So what she did, okay, let me have, this is a plastic ball, no. So let me pour some water inside the pipe so that the ball can come up. She tried it, and she have taken 1 cup of water, pour into the plastic pipe, and ball is not coming, and she don't know where the water is going. Water is once first cup she pouring, second cup, third cup, she's continuously pouring, but water is not coming up. The ball is also not coming up. So she didn't understand what is happening. So after that, she stopped pouring water and look at the entire pipe. So in the below pipe there was few holes, 3 to 4 holes. So in this 2 to 3 4 holes, the water is coming out whenever she is pouring water. Then she understand that okay, through this holes only the water is coming out. So what we have to do, we have to block that hole, and she blocked that holes using the fingers, and again she started pouring a water. Now the water was coming up, the ball is also coming up, she catched that ball. So this is a good example how she identified it, how she discovered it. So once we pour a water, uh, the ball can come because it is a plastic ball. So the once the water coming up, automatically the plastic ball also will come. So that is the discovery thing. So as a manager, you have to using your experience, using your the previous learning thing, you're solving your issues, you're solving your problem. So that is a good example. Here we can quote heuristic, the meaning of the word heuristic. So let me go back to this categories, three categories: the person, the process, the product. Okay. So what are the qualities a person should have as a manager, as a leader? What are the qualities a person should hold or possess? Okay. First and foremost one, ability to sustain defeat. How you are able person to be as a very confident and be as a very strong mindset person, whatever the defeat is coming, whatever the problem is coming in your company or in your department, how far you can able to stay as very strong and defeat that particular issue, the problem is happening. Because every problem there is a solution. And also you have to see the troubles as a blessings. You have to find out the solutions. Once the problems comes, you will be finding out the solution for that problem. You know one thing, the Thomas Alva Edison, he identified a bulb. Okay, so before identifying a bulb, he failed for 1,000 times. Someone have asked Mr. Thomas how it is possible, like thousand times you have failed it, how you didn't disappointed it and keep on tried it and finally you identified the bulb. Thomas replied, I have identified 1,000 ways. These are the 1,000 ways cannot create a bulb. That is what the positive thing. So he told it very frankly in a good positive way that these 1,000 ways won't work to identify a bulb or to bring the bulb. okay, or to give that light for that particular bulb. So that is what this Thomas have replied it. So same way, so whatever the defeat, whatever the problems comes, you have to be ready to defeat, and you have to be sustainable enough, and you have to be so confident enough in whatever the problem is coming in your company, okay. And you have to be very ambitious, goal oriented, the passion, some passion should be there, some fire driving force should be there inside your mind. I have to achieve it, I have to attain it. Today the greatest personality, like in sports field, in company, in business field, so many people are succeeding because of this. People are ambitious oriented people, they are objective oriented people. So I have to attain it, this is my objective, I have to work for it, I have to go based on this objective. So that ambitious should be there in your mind as a person, as a manager, as a leader, capable of good judgment. So you have to be as a good judge for not only like Supreme Court judge or High Court judge. Yeah, and everyone is taking a decision on their own issues, on their own problem, on their own difficulties they are facing based on their strength and weakness. They are facing a difficulties, and day to day life they are taking a decisions. You have to take a good decisions in your life, in your working environment, in your department. Every day you will get a problem from your employees, from your technical issues, from your in so many ways you will get a problem, but you have to take decisions, maybe immediately, or maybe after a severe discussions, after a severe thinking or a process went on, then you're taking a decisions. So that quality is needed. Other one is competitive. You know, competitive is very important. You have to be very competitive oriented person. You have to compete with yourself first, very important. So then you have to look at your competitor, your rivals, where they are. So how you're going to beat your rivals, that is important. So you have to run always decisive. Some people will be so confused, like whether my decision maybe go in this way, or whether I can go in that way, which way is the right way for me. They'll be so confused. So decision, there are methods, or there decision process is there. First you have to identify the root cause of the problem, then you have to identify what are the suggestion you can do it, what are the alternatives we can make it for this. To find out the solution, list down the alternative and identify the pros and cons of each and every alternative, and finally you can choose the best alternatives. That is the best process we can do it to decide something. So instead of confusing where I can go, which solution I can take, which suggestion I can take, for each suggestion you have to identify the pros and cons. Defensive, see some you have to be you have to you have to you need an ability to defense. Like people are coming and saying that like something is happening, so you have to be very defensive. You have to be some more any obstacles comes, you have to be stop that, you have to control it. And you have to encourage, you should not encourage of all those things. Be defensive of any issue, any financial issues, any government issues. Even in the coronavirus problem comes, this COVID-19, the government is being a defensive, and they are how the military people are doing it, how this COVID-19 we are facing it, we are not going out, but still we are running our business. Still in the education field, the students are not coming to the college, the college is entirely closed, but still education is going on. So that defensive measures you have to identify it. So how I can, for any problem, for any crisis, any crucial period, how I'm going to proceed further. So how I'm going to stop all those barriers or obstacles, how I'm going to come forward or step forward, okay. So that you have to be, mind have to be very strong. Then emotionally you have to be stable for any issues or a problem. So if you're worrying of something, if you're taking your things on your head always, nothing is going to happen in your life. See, if you keep on taking things in your head for all along, for all the hours, obviously the headache will come. Okay, someone asked to take a glass of 1 liter of a glass of water. You're holding it, this glass of water for 1 minute. nothing will happen. For few hours you're holding it, your head will obviously pain. If you're holding for 2 days, definitely you have to consult a doctor. Something will happen to your hand. Same way, emotionally you have to correctly balance, like, okay, this is the thing. First you have to understand, you have to accept it in your mind, then you have to come out with a solution. Then you have to be extrovert person, you have to be a very outspoken, you have to mingle with everyone, you have to be comfortable with any team, with any member, and also you have to give a comfortable to others too. So you have to solve problems through discussions. You are often these are the common signs, symbols, we can say, that which person's extrovert person: energizing by socializing, solving problems through discussions. You're often described as friendly and approachable and love to talk with others. Some people always will be using mobile phone, always busy with the technology, but some people always like to mingle with the people and love to share with the people. So those kind of people are extrovert person. So you, instead of your reserved always, instead of you're not mingling with everyone, is so social, you're not a social oriented person, something like it will be very difficult for a manager or leader. Then you have to be team oriented, you have to be group oriented, you have to be accept any kind of a behavior, people member of a member. You have to be intelligent and optimistic. See, your boss is giving some work, you have to think in a positive way. My boss is always believing me that I can do this particular job, that's why boss is allocating the job to me. That is what optimistic. If you're thinking in this way, that why this boss have no work at all, always he will be torturing me, always he is working, always giving this kind of work to me because he don't like me. So this is pessimistic. See, optimistically, you have to think whatever the work it is assigning to you, whatever the situation is coming, I can do it. It is possible for me. So that optimistic mindset is needed. Then predictable. So for any manager, you have to predict future issues, future problems. So you have to be a proactive person, and you have to get ready for any issues or any problem which is going to come in the future. Okay, and you have to face it very frankly. Self controlled, that is very important. You have to control yourself, you have to balance your emotions, you have to be calm enough, and you have to be determined what will be the future scenario is going to be in your company or in the department. And you have to be very confident enough, this is very important. And willpower, that is also very important. Okay, so that self control is needed. And let me go for a second category: process. So you have to manage work instead of people. So instead of managing human beings, you have to manage work. Through work you can manage human beings. Plan and organize effectively. See, you, whatever the work you're doing, you plan it accordingly. You sit and put a blueprint and put a framework, then you organize it. So which is going to be first, which is going to be second. So you organize it properly, then go ahead, act accordingly. Set goals realistically. See, it have to be a time. See, if I want to become an Aishwarya Rai, that is not possible. Something like realistically, the goals have to be set in your department. And decisions, what you're taking, you have to take suggestions and opinions from all the groups, the team members you have in your department. Suppose 10 to 15 members are there in the department. If you want to take any decisions, so you have to take decisions by getting a suggestions and opinions from all the members. Then finally you take decision. But keep it in mind, you are the responsible person for anything, pros and cons, out of which the decision what you have taken. Then delegate frequently and effectively. See, so delegation is very important, because one person cannot do all the work. So you obviously you have to delegate the work, share your work to your friends, your peers and colleagues, your subordinates, that you have to do it. So you have to decide when you're going to delegate it, what kind of work you're going to delegate it. And before delegating, you have to assess your subordinate peers and peers and colleagues, what their strength, what their weakness, what their interest. Based on that, you have to delegate the work to those people. And please check whether they are doing it or not, or effectively they are doing it. That is what delegate frequently, effectively. Then communicate very preciously. So language here, I'm not talking about language, the entire body language, your your eye contact, your if you're talking over a phone, the voice have to be very clarified, and the accent what you're giving, your pronunciation, everything have to be very clear. Okay, the message what you're giving, that have to be clear to the opposite person. Cooperate with others, and you have to mingle with everyone, you have to adjust to all kind of a behavior in your team, and you have to give a coordination and cooperation. Display consistent and dependable behavior. The consistency level should be there always. Okay, if you're running, the same level of speed should be maintained. Okay, if you say for example, if you open a Coke or a Pepsi, when you open, it will come like a some bush, that sound will come. The afterwards, that it will come down, the sound will come down. The consistency should be there. So whatever the work you're doing, the same level of energy, the same level of speed should be maintained in your department. So that consistency should be there, and you have to be a dependable behavior. You have to depend on others, your peers, your colleagues, your subordinate, your immediate boss. So that will be the key for actual success. And when we talk about this category of product, see, whatever the outcome we are getting it, no, the reflect an outcome of effective managing all these are the outcome you will be getting it. Organization efficiency, you will get it. With less input, you will get more output, high productivity. Okay, profit maximization will increase, then organization stability. Okay, it won't be like a loss or a more higher profit. Okay, somewhere the stable always, the company will be running for longer period of time. Some profit is coming in that particular company, not like a BSNL or some other company. Employee welfare, you'll be like you're providing all these things. Nowadays the employee welfare, all these things you have to give to your employees. Paid vacations, meal breaks, social security, perks and bonuses, pay raise, employee allowances, achievement award, all these things you have to. Then social welfare, you have to take care of the society also. As a manager from your department, you have to take care of the society. The company have to serve to the society. See, you have taken something from the society, obviously you have to return back to the society. You're running your company in the particular area, in the rural area or urban area, you have to give something to the people who are living in the rural area. Okay, in the way of money, in the way of other kind of benefits. So social welfare is very very important. Okay, let me see a small case. Okay, situational case. A lady called Michael has worked with the company for 6 months. Okay, she has learned her responsibility. She has adapted to the environment very quickly and smoothly. So within the 6 months itself, she have learned a lot of things, and she understand what is the responsibility she have, and she is working accordingly, and she is adapting to the environment, and she very fast, very quickly she have learned it. Okay, her co-workers have not adapted to her. However, but the co-workers of Michael is not adapting. Okay, and however, another character called Angela, this Angela states that Michael is a good worker, but all she does is criticize everybody. Okay, so what she's doing, Michaela is always criticizing everyone. So everybody and everything, I don't like to associate with her. This is the message. Okay, so Michaela co-workers and all the co-workers, what they are doing, they are coming and informing you to the HR department that, so this Michaela is criticizing all of us, we don't like to associate with her. Okay, so the people are coming and telling in the HR department. So as a HR manager, how you're going to handle this issue, how you're going to take this issue. So without hurting Michaela, without hurting other employees, how you're going to handle this issue. Okay, so we just take finding out the solution. See, for this particular case, right? See, once my suggestion, what I'll do, I'll call Michaela personally. I'll talk with Michaela. So what is happening? So because she is also a very talented woman, she is a very responsible person. Very quickly in the very less period, she have adapted to the environment, company environment. So I should not hurt her. At the same time, I should not hurt other employees too, because other employees are not comfortable with the Michaela. So what you're supposed to do here, the main intention here from your side is you have to make Michaela to mingle with everyone. Okay, so what you have to do, the problem is with Michaela. So what you will be doing, before I'm talking to Michaela, what I'll do, when I'm getting a complaint or a message from all other employee, I'll ask them to give a written complaint. Okay, so if it is a written complaint in the sense like so through our mail or maybe in the paper, I'll ask. Okay, after getting all those things, I'll call Michaela and I'll start giving a counseling. Okay, so if this is all these things are small issues. Okay, so you have to handle it immediately. If you're not handling immediately, then the problem will go in a different way. You will lose Michaela or you will lose the entire other employees in your department. So you have to give a counseling to a Michaela, one thing, and second thing, like let her change, make her to change. Okay, then you just ask other employees to adjust to Michaela. Okay, so and also after 2 days or 3 days, you have to keep on observe how Michaela is again behaving with other people, whether again she is continuing to criticizing others work or a job, that you have to take care. If again she is doing, again you have to give a call and you have to continuously give it. So continually give a counseling to her. Okay, again if it is she is not changing it, then you have to do something. You have to keep her isolated. Okay, that is the thing. So second case, you are a HR manager for ABC Limited Company. Mr. Raja is a marketing executive working in your company for the past year, and he is coming and complaining to you that he is discriminated and unnecessary comment passed about is cast by his colleague. Mr. Raghav is a senior staff working for your company for the past 10 years, and he is a very talented employee. Mr. Raja already informed to the marketing manager, Mr. Vinod, regarding his grievance, but there is no satisfactory step taken by his manager. How will you handle this issue? You are assume you are a HR manager. How you are going to handle this case? Okay, Mr. Raja is a marketing executive. Okay, he is working in the company for the past year. He is coming and complaining that about Rahav, that Rahav is discriminating Mr. Raja about his caste. Okay, Mr. Rahav, maybe he is a very talented person. Here I'm considering he is working in the company for the 10 years. Okay, again I'm considering, but still this is wrong. Okay, so Mr. Raghav, what he did was wrong. Okay, so but still you must clarify that whether it is correct what Mr. Raja's statement. You have to clarify it. Some proof is needed. Whether Mr. Rahav said really discriminated his caste or not, you have to clarify it by seeing some proof. So you have to ask Mr. Raja that is there any other proof or either audio or video or any through some other members or friends. So while discriminating, maybe some people will sitting with Raja, right? So that kind of proof you have to clarify and verify. Then you have to take that written statement, okay, written complaint. Then you have to call Mr. Rahav politely. You have to tell him that you should not do it. This is one way. As my suggestion, I'll be doing it. So you can come out with a different way of handling as a HR manager, right? Thank you.